my beloved listener. You deserve beautiful things to find you when you least expect them. You deserve to breathe deeply and feel safe in your own skin. You deserve mornings that begin in peace and nights that end in gratitude. Life owes you kindness, and it will come. Type Amen if you believe in God. You deserve miracles woven into your everyday life. The quiet kind, the loud kind, the impossible kind. You deserve dreams that show up in real life, and people who remind you that you're worth fighting for. Please subscribe to my channel for daily God messages. You deserve a love that feels like home. A kind of love that sees your scars and stays. A love that doesn't flinch at your truth. You deserve to be met with understanding and cherished without conditions. If you are satisfied with this video, please give us $100 super thanks. You deserve to walk into each day with a heart full of peace. You deserve space to grow, room to breathe, and time to heal. This life was never meant to be a race. You are allowed to move slowly and still arrive fully. You deserve to know what it's like to be chosen. Not for convenience, not for what you can give, but simply because you are you. You deserve to be seen as valuable exactly as you are. You deserve to be proud of how far you've come. Even if the path was quiet, even if no one clapped, your persistence, your growth, your survival, they matter more than you realize. Type Amen if you believe in God. You deserve friendships that nourish your spirit and remind you who you are. You deserve people who make space for your dreams, celebrate your wins, and stay during your storms. You deserve to wake up one day and realize you're living the very life you once hoped for. You deserve every single thing that makes you feel fulfilled and whole. You are not asking for too much. You deserve to rest. Deep, meaningful rest. The kind that reaches into your soul and tells it everything will be okay. You are allowed to put things down and breathe. You deserve laughter that heals and moments that feel like magic. You've earned more than just survival, you've earned joy. Unapologetic, radiant joy. You deserve clarity where there was once confusion. You deserve answers to prayers you whispered in silence. Life hasn't forgotten about you. It's still working things out in your favor. Type Amen if you believe in God. You deserve to be loved in ways that make you feel safe and seen. Love that doesn't require you to shrink or hide. Love that makes your soul feel held. You deserve to feel inspired again. To feel that rush of passion for your life, for your future, for yourself. The flame within you hasn't gone out. It's just waiting for a breeze. You deserve stability. Emotional, financial, spiritual. A life that no longer feels like you're constantly trying to catch your breath. You were made for more than just surviving. You deserve to have your boundaries respected. Your no honored. Your silence understood. You deserve a world where your peace is not up for negotiation. You deserve to feel proud of your healing. Even if you're not all the way there. Even if you still have tough days. Every step forward counts. You're doing better than you think. Type Amen if you believe in God. You deserve softness. Not because you're weak, but because you've been strong for too long. You deserve gentleness, care, and moments that don't require you to prove anything. You deserve your own forgiveness. You deserve to look in the mirror and finally see someone worth loving, not someone broken. You are growing. You are worthy. You deserve to be understood without explanation. To be held in love without having to beg. To be honored for your heart, not questioned for your emotions. You deserve a life where your past no longer controls your future. You are not defined by your wounds. You are allowed to write a new story, one where you win. You deserve surprises that feel like the universe winking at you. Little signs that you're on the right path. Life has a way of sending hope in the quietest moments. You deserve to feel peace when you're alone and comfort when you're with others. You deserve a life that doesn't feel like pretending, a life that fits your soul. Type Amen if you believe in God. You deserve to dream again. Big dreams, messy dreams, dreams that scare you a little and excite you a lot. You deserve to believe they're possible, because they are. You deserve moments that take your breath away for the right reasons. Beauty, awe, love, belonging. This world still holds so many good things, and many are meant for you. You deserve to be surrounded by people who remind you of your light when you forget. People who see you. People who show up. People who stay. You deserve peace from your own mind. The kind that quiets the noise, silences the doubt, and lets you finally rest. You are not your thoughts. You are more than your fears. You deserve the kind of life that makes you feel free. Free to feel. Free to love. Free to be exactly who you are without apology or fear. You deserve to be chosen, not as an afterthought, not as a backup plan, but as the only choice. You deserve someone who sees your soul and says yes every day. You deserve to feel like you're not alone in your pain. Like someone somewhere understands. Because someone does. Because healing is possible. Because hope is real. You deserve happiness that doesn't have conditions. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to change to receive it. You deserve it simply because you exist. You deserve to know that life still holds infinite possibilities for you. That nothing is over. That something beautiful is always unfolding, even if you can't see it yet. You didn't find this message by mistake. You're not here by chance. You are being led, protected, and quietly prepared for something more beautiful than you can see right now. The things that are meant for you, peace, love, abundance, clarity, they are not slipping away. They are aligning, gathering, and making their way toward you in perfect timing. Even if it doesn't look like progress, even if it feels like nothing is moving, the truth is, everything is shifting in your favor. Life is not punishing you, it is preparing you. There is a reason you're seeing this today. Maybe you needed to be reminded that you're still on the path, even if it feels like you've wandered. Maybe life has been testing your patience, stretching your heart, and making you question if the things you want will ever arrive. This is your gentle reminder that what is meant for you has already been written into the story of your life. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to chase it. What's truly yours will always make its way to you. Type Amen if you believe in God. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not missing out on your life. What is yours is still on its way, just like the sunrise waits for no one, and yet always arrives right on time. The delays, the silence, the detours, none of it is by accident. Every moment is part of the unfolding. Let go of the timeline in your head. Trust the one the universe is writing for you. It's going to be better than you imagined. You're allowed to rest here for a moment. You've been moving through so much. Life has asked so much of you, and still you've shown up. Still you've tried. Still you've held on. This is your confirmation that your energy hasn't gone unnoticed. The universe is shifting on your behalf, even when you can't see it. What is for you will arrive gently, and when it does, it will feel like everything finally makes sense. Right now, the pieces may feel scattered. The days may blur. The waiting may be exhausting. But please hear this. What's meant for you is not something you'll miss. Not by being too tired, not by not trying hard enough, not by feeling lost. Your future doesn't require you to be perfect, only to stay open. This moment right here is part of your becoming. The alignment is already happening. Type Amen if you believe in God. This is not the end of your story. This is a turning point, a sacred pause, a divine recalibration. What you've been asking for, stability, purpose, healing, connection, it's all closer than you think. And though it may not arrive in the way you expected, it will arrive in the way you need. Trust that the universe has heard you and is making room for miracles to find you. You are not being left behind. You are not forgotten. In the quiet, unseen corners of life, the universe is making room for you. Room for joy. Room for healing. Room for the right people, opportunities, and paths. Let go of the fear that you've missed your chance. There is no timeline that defines you. What is meant for you is eternal. It cannot pass you by. Even when everything feels uncertain, there is a greater certainty holding you. You are being carried through what you don't understand yet. Every no is clearing space for a better yes. Every ending is carving out space for a richer beginning. Your desires are sacred. They are known, and they are on their way back to you in ways more generous than you can imagine. Type Amen if you believe in God. You don't have to force what's meant for you. You don't have to shrink, chase, beg, or prove your worth to receive it. The life that's aligned with your soul is already unfolding. It doesn't need you to become someone else. It needs you to become more fully yourself. Let this be your reminder. The things meant for you will arrive with clarity, peace, and a sense of belonging. Take a deep breath. Feel the truth in this. You're still on your way. Not behind. Not broken. Not forgotten. Just in the middle of becoming. The universe hasn't given up on you. It's been clearing the path, adjusting the timing, and preparing you for everything you've been asking for. Stay patient. Stay soft. The blessings are already moving. You may not see the answers yet, but that doesn't mean they're not on the way. The silence isn't a sign of absence, it's a sacred pause. A space where alignment is forming. In the moments when you feel least certain, remind yourself, what is meant for you will not require you to lose yourself to keep it. It will feel like home. Type Amen if you believe in God. The heaviness you feel is not forever. The loneliness, the waiting, the second guessing, it's all part of the journey to something greater. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't failed your future. The things meant for your heart are still finding their way to you, even now. Even here. You are not reading this by accident. You are meant to know that your life is not stuck, it's steeping, growing roots, quietly preparing. The universe hasn't forgotten about your prayers. Your path is blessed. What's meant for you will return to you in a form that makes sense of everything that came before it.
Two.
Sometimes, the universe removes things to make space for what's truly meant. If you've lost something lately, something you thought you couldn't live without, know this. That space will be filled with something more aligned, more nourishing, more true. This is your reminder that endings are not punishments. They are invitations. Type amen if you believe in God. You may be tired, and that's okay. Rest. Breathe. This isn't the end of the road. The chapter you're in right now is not the whole story. What's meant for you is still being written. And when it arrives, you'll understand why you had to wait. Why you had to walk through this part. It's all leading somewhere sacred. Not everything will make sense right away, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Some of the best things in life come quietly. They bloom in silence. They grow in places we can't see. Your future is still unfolding. Don't judge the story by this chapter. What's meant for you is on time. You're being prepared, not punished. If life feels slow, if things feel like they're not moving, it's not because you're forgotten. It's because your foundation is being built strong enough to carry the blessings that are coming. The universe doesn't rush masterpieces. And you are one. Type amen if you believe in God. You haven't missed your moment. Life has not passed you by. There are still so many good things ahead. Still places you haven't seen, love you haven't felt, laughter you haven't known. Your journey is sacred. And what's meant for you is still on the way, right on schedule. You're not being asked to figure everything out. You're being asked to trust. Trust that there's meaning in the waiting, purpose in the pause, light on the other side of this moment. You haven't been forgotten. What's for you is being woven into your story, piece by piece. You're allowed to believe that good things are coming, even if nothing around you looks like it. Faith is often built in darkness. And right now, the universe is whispering, hold on, because what's ahead is worth every step it took to get here. Sometimes, you need to let go so something better can come in. Don't be afraid to release what's heavy. The things meant for you won't require you to carry unbearable weight. What's real, what's right will meet you where you are, with peace, with ease, and with clarity. No one can take what's meant for you. Not time, not delay, not even your own doubt. What's truly aligned with your soul will always return. You don't have to fight for it. It will recognize you when the time is right. Type amen if you believe in God. This moment is a quiet beginning. A turning point you'll only recognize in hindsight. Trust the timing. Trust your journey. The universe isn't done surprising you. Healing takes time. Growth takes patience. You're allowed to be where you are and still believe that something beautiful is on the horizon. What's for you is not behind you. It's ahead, waiting for you to become ready to receive it. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of good things. You don't have to have it all together to be on the right path. The universe meets you in your mess. And still it delivers miracles. There is something being prepared for you that you can't yet imagine. Something gentler, more aligned, more fulfilling. Every disappointment, every delay, every detour has not been a mistake. It has been redirection. Right now, someone is praying for the exact thing you're hoping for. The universe is always listening. It's never too late. What you desire also desires you. It's coming. You're doing better than you think. Even if you can't see the progress, trust that it's happening. Every seed you've planted is growing roots. Soon, you'll see the bloom. Before you sleep, pause and give this moment to God. Lay down everything you carried today, the worries, the burdens, the doubts. Breathe in His peace. He saw every step you took. He knows how tired you are. And now, He's asking you to rest. Trust Him with the things you cannot control. He's already working them out while you sleep. Type amen if you believe in God tonight. Release the pressure to have it all figured out. God never asked you to carry the weight of the world, only to trust that He is holding it for you. As you close your eyes, remember, you are safe, loved, and never alone. There is grace in the silence. Peace is on its way. Before sleep wraps around you, take 1 minute to be still. 1 minute to acknowledge that Even when you feel unsure, God is not. He's steady. He's faithful. He's covering you in protection and preparing blessings you haven't even imagined. Your day may be done, but He never stops working for your good. No matter what today looked like, give this night to God. Don't take your failures to bed. Don't bring your regrets into tomorrow. Hand them over to the one who redeems all things. He's already planned a new mercy for your morning. Rest in that truth. Type Amen if you believe in God. If your mind feels noisy, if your heart is restless, come to God for quiet. Let Him still your spirit and remind you that there's no chaos too big for Him to calm. He knows what you need, even when you don't have the words. He hears every sigh. Rest in His nearness. Give God 1 minute before you close your eyes, not with perfect words, just an open heart. He doesn't need your performance, He wants your presence. Tonight, be honest. Be real. Let your soul exhale. You were never meant to carry life alone. The night is not a signal of defeat, but a holy pause. A time to remember that while you rest, God remains alert. Every detail of your life is in His hands. You're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You're seen, known, and deeply loved, even in the dark. Before sleep, whisper this: God, I trust you. You may not understand what He's doing, but you don't have to. Trust isn't about having answers. It's about believing He's still good in the unknown. Tonight, surrender the questions. Let peace hold you. Type Amen if you believe in God. Let go of the guilt, the overthinking, the fear. God is not keeping score of your mistakes. He's covering you in grace. Tonight, ask Him to soften what's hardened, to heal what's hurting, and to remind you, you are still His, even on your worst days. Before your head touches the pillow, speak this over your life: I am in God's care. Say it again if you need to. Repeat it until your heart starts to believe it. You're not too far gone. You're not out of time. You're exactly where God can reach you. This is your sacred moment to reconnect. The world is quiet now. Let your soul be too. Thank God for what went right today and release what didn't. He doesn't need your strength, only your surrender. That's where peace begins. Before you sleep, talk to God like a friend. Tell Him what scared you today, what made you smile, what you're hoping for tomorrow. You don't have to speak perfectly. You just have to speak honestly. He's listening, with love, not judgment. God already knows what's on your heart, but He delights in hearing your voice. Take 1 minute to thank Him. Thank Him for getting you through this day. Thank Him for the hidden ways He protected you. Gratitude will unlock your rest. Type Amen if you believe in God. Tonight, give God the space to comfort you. He's the Father who draws near to the anxious, the broken, and the weary. He doesn't pull away when you struggle, He draws closer. Breathe deep and lean into that comfort. You're safe here. Before you sleep, ask God for peace, and believe that He will give it. Not the world's peace, but His. The kind that settles your thoughts, slows your heartbeat, and fills your room with calm. His peace is real. Invite it in. Let tonight be the night you choose to forgive yourself. Whatever you're holding over your own head, release it to God. He's not accusing you, He's covering you. Let His love be louder than your shame. Sleep is a sacred reminder that you don't have to control everything. Before you drift off, release your grip. Say, God, I give it to you. Say it about your family, your future, your fears. Say it until your heart begins to rest. When you feel like everything is falling apart, remember, God is holding it all together. He hasn't lost track of you. He hasn't let go. In fact, He's drawing the pieces closer to purpose than you can see. Rest tonight, not because you're sure, but because He is. Even if you didn't pray all day, this moment still matters. God doesn't keep a scorecard, He keeps your heart. Speak to Him now. Let this minute be your return, your restart, your reminder that it's never too late to be loved. Type Amen if you believe in God. Before bed, say a quiet prayer for someone else too. Intercede. Bless someone you love. Bless someone you're struggling with. Ask God to show up for them. That's how your heart expands and how peace multiplies. Tonight, be reminded that God never sleeps. While you close your eyes, He keeps watch. While you rest, He is rearranging things on your behalf. There is nothing too complicated for Him. So lay it down. You're not in this alone. The day is done. The striving can end. Come into stillness with the one who gives rest to the weary. You don't need to explain. You don't need to perform. Just show up. He's been waiting to sit with you. Before you sleep, ask God to clean your heart. Remove bitterness. Remove fear. Remove any lie you believed about yourself today. Let Him restore you, remake you, remind you who you truly are. God doesn't require you to understand, only to trust. Tonight, rest in the mystery. Let Him be God, and you be held. There's peace in giving up the illusion of control. Speak your worries aloud if you need to. Name them, then hand them to God. Picture them leaving your hands and entering His. That's what prayer can do, transfer the weight. You weren't made to carry this forever. Tonight, even in the silence, God is speaking. Even in the waiting, He is moving. Even in your tiredness, He is present. Rest in that truth. Let it settle over your heart like a blanket. Don't measure this day by what you didn't accomplish. Measure it by the grace that carried you through. Before you sleep, thank God for His patience, His mercy, and His never-ending presence. Type Amen if you believe in God. Your bed tonight is a sacred altar. Your breath a prayer. You're safe. You're seen. You're surrounded by divine love. Sleep with the confidence that you are exactly where you need to be. Whatever storm you're in, remember that God doesn't sleep through your pain. He sees every tear. He catches everyone. Tonight, let Him speak peace to your waves. Let Him whisper, be still. Before you drift off, give thanks. Not just for the big things, but for the quiet ones, the small blessings, the tiny moments of joy. Gratitude is holy. It opens your heart to more. God's presence is the safest place you'll ever rest. Before your body sleeps, let your soul rest in Him. He is your protector, your provider, your peace. Nothing can reach you here. God's timing is never early, never late, always exact, always perfect. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, God is orchestrating everything behind the scenes. He's aligning hearts, preparing the path, clearing obstacles you don't even see. Trust that when it happens, it will be better than what you prayed for. If you believe God's timing is perfect, put Amen. Sometimes all God asks is that you keep holding on, even when it doesn't make sense, even when the weight feels unbearable. What He promised will come, and it will arrive dressed in peace, clothed in purpose. He's never failed before, and He won't start now. Believe He's on time. If you trust His timing, say Amen. You don't need to force what's meant for you. You don't need to chase, beg, or try to figure it all out. Your only job is to be faithful in the waiting. God sees what you can't. He knows when your heart is ready, and He knows how to deliver blessings in ways that change everything. If you trust His perfect pace, say Amen. Type Amen if you believe in God. There is no such thing as too late when God is in control. He restores time. He redeems lost seasons. He makes up for what you thought you missed. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. He's writing something more beautiful than you imagined. If you believe that delay is not denial, type Amen. When the time is right, it will happen so fast you'll barely be able to keep up. God will open doors no one can shut. He will change your not yet into a resounding now. The wait won't have been wasted, it will have prepared you. If you're still believing, say Amen. You may feel overlooked, but heaven hasn't forgotten you. God is not punishing you with silence, He's protecting you with timing. He's building the right moment, the right place, the right heart, the right opportunity. He's setting you up for something you didn't even know you needed. If you believe He's still working, say Amen. That breakthrough you've been waiting on, it can happen overnight. God doesn't need time to bless you, He needs space. Space in your heart to trust Him. Space in your life to receive it. So prepare, expect, and trust. If you believe your miracle is near, say Amen. Hold on a little longer. Just a little. You're closer than you think. What looks like silence is strategy. God is moving in ways you can't yet see. And when it unfolds, you'll know it had to happen this way. If you're choosing faith over fear, say Amen. You may be tired of waiting. You may wonder if God has forgotten. But He hasn't. He's waiting for the moment where the blessing won't just come, it will last. He's making sure it's not just right, it's divine. If you're still trusting His plan, say Amen. Every second of waiting has purpose. Every closed door was protection. Every delay was preparation. You don't see the whole picture, but God does. And when it all comes together, you'll thank Him for every not yet. If you believe in His wisdom, say Amen. God is not slow. He is patient. Patient in love. Patient in timing. And patient with your journey. Don't measure your life by what hasn't happened yet. Trust that He is shaping something holy out of every moment. If you're waiting with hope, say Amen. One shift. That's all it takes. One divine moment, and your whole life can turn around. God has done it before. He can do it again. Expect the unexpected. Live ready. Pray boldly. If you believe in God's ability to do the impossible, say amen. The waiting is not empty. God is doing more in your heart than in your hands. He's refining your character, building your trust, and forming your faith. When He does release what's yours, you'll be ready to carry it well. If you're trusting the process, say amen. The world may rush, but God does not. His blessings are never rushed and never ruined. They come exactly when they're meant to, and they come to stay. If you're willing to wait for what's eternal, say amen. Don't be discouraged by the pace of your life. The things of God often grow slowly, but they grow strong. Roots before fruit. Stillness before the miracle. Don't quit 5 minutes before it happens. If you believe He's worth the wait, say amen. Sometimes God delays the breakthrough because He wants you to know Him, not just what He can give you. If the season feels long, lean in. Seek His heart. The miracle is on its way, but the relationship is now. If you're choosing intimacy over impatience, say amen. God knows when the timing is right for the right people, the right places, the right purpose. He is not late. You are not lost. What's coming will make the wait worth every tear. If you believe your season is coming, say amen. God doesn't just deliver blessings, He designs them. That's why they take time. He's preparing something unique to your story. Something tailor-made. Something lasting. If you trust the hands that hold your future, say amen. Even if today was hard, even if you feel empty, don't give up. God does His best work in places that feel hopeless. His light shines brightest in the darkest places. If you're trusting Him to turn it around, say amen. The things you're waiting for are not small. That's why the preparation is great. Don't confuse God's silence with His absence. He's in every second. If you believe He's setting up something beautiful, say amen. Your miracle is not based on your effort, but on God's promise. You don't have to perform to receive what's yours. Just keep praying, keep believing, and stay faithful. If you believe grace is greater than striving, say amen. If you knew what God was about to do, you'd stop worrying. You'd stop doubting. You'd be praising in the middle of the wait. Start now. Praise like it's already done. If you believe praise is powerful, say amen. Even now, God is lining things up. He's softening hearts. He's positioning people. He's putting your name in places you haven't even stepped into yet. When the time comes, everything will make sense. If you trust His setup, say amen. One day soon, you'll look back on this season and thank God it didn't happen any sooner. His timing protected you. His delays saved you. His not yet was actually not this way. If you believe He knows best, say amen. God hasn't forgotten what He promised you. Every word He spoke still stands. He is not a man that He should lie. Keep holding on. What He started, He will finish. If you're still believing for fulfillment, say amen. The doors God opens, no man can shut. And when it's time, no one can stop the blessing He's releasing. Get ready for the suddenly, the shift, the overflow. If you believe breakthrough is coming, say amen. Don't be discouraged by silence. Heaven may be quiet, but it is not still. God moves in mystery. He answers in timing. And His response is always worth the wait. If you believe He's listening, say amen. You are not stuck, you're stationed. Positioned on purpose. Placed with precision. God knows the exact coordinates of your breakthrough. Stay where He has you. If you trust your placement, say amen. The waiting season isn't wasted, it's wait training. You're getting stronger. You're being refined. You're growing into the person who can carry the promise. If you believe God is using the wait, say amen. What God has for you is not fragile. It won't break under pressure, and no one can steal it. What's yours is being held by hands that never drop anything. If you believe in His security, say amen. You don't even know the kind of blessings that are headed your way tomorrow. Things you thought were delayed, denied, or forgotten. Watch them begin to align like magic. One moment is all it takes for your entire life to shift. Don't stop believing. Tomorrow could be the day it all turns around. Tomorrow, the energy shifts. The atmosphere changes. The things you've been praying for start moving toward you in ways you didn't expect. The favor that's been stored up for you is being really. Sometimes the universe saves the biggest breakthroughs for the most unexpected days. And tomorrow just might be one of them. Don't underestimate the power of a new sunrise, new hope, new opportunity, new miracles. Get ready to receive them. You've made it through so much, and tomorrow is the reward you didn't even see coming. Everything you've sown, your kindness, your patience, your faith, is returning to you tenfold. The blessing is on its way, and it's closer than you think. There's something about tomorrow that's already blessed. It's charged with purpose and aligned with promise. What you thought was out of reach will start coming closer. Keep your heart open. Something divine is preparing to unfold. Every delay you've experienced was setting up the right timing, and that time begins tomorrow. Doors that were stuck will start opening. Connections will come easily. The heaviness will lift. Favor is falling into place, and you're right where you need to be to catch it. Don't give up right before the breakthrough. You're stepping into alignment, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Tomorrow carries the kind of shift you've been asking for. Stay faithful. Something good is going to meet you when you least expect it. Tomorrow is not just another day, it's a new chance. A fresh wind, a divine reset. All the weight you've been carrying is about to feel lighter. There's grace waiting for you on the other side of tonight's sleep. Believe that better is already on its way. You never know when everything is going to suddenly make sense. But you can be sure of this, tomorrow holds that possibility. The peace you've been chasing, the clarity you've been seeking, it's closer than ever. Don't be surprised when tomorrow brings answers. Tomorrow is going to bring you confirmation. That message, that call, that sign, that door, what you've been wondering about will start to unfold. Stay expectant. You didn't come this far to be forgotten. Something you've been worrying about is going to resolve itself tomorrow. Not because you figured it out, but because God stepped in. Let go tonight. Rest easy. Tomorrow is carrying a blessing that your soul has been craving. A shift is in the air. You can't see it yet, but you'll feel it tomorrow. The weight will lift. The right words will come. The right people will show up. The right answer will arrive. Everything is aligning, even now. Tomorrow might not go how you plan, but it will go exactly how you need. There's a divine setup unfolding for you. A kind of favor you didn't earn, but are still being handed. Open your hands. Get ready to receive. The world moves quietly when miracles are being made. You might not see what's happening tonight, but tomorrow you'll see the results. Breakthrough. Blessing. Alignment. You won't miss. It's meant for you.